Hey guys, and welcome back to another tutorial in my Design for Dummies series. So today I'm going to be doing probably the most useful tutorial I will ever do, and that is my top 10 commands in Photoshop. So these are things that will help speed up your process and make things so much easier for you. Now these are in no particular order, but these are all definitely my most used commands, and I've got 10 of them for you today. So we're going to start off straight away. This is ironically the thumbnail I'll be using for this video. And we're going to start off with my group. So I've got my the group for this type of thumbnail here. I'm just going to hide it so you can see what it is I'm hiding. And I'm going to duplicate it. So while the group is selected, I can do this with layers as well. I'm just going to do it with the group for this one. I'm going to do Control J, and that is to duplicate. So we've now got 2 of them. And now I want to merge it. This will turn a selection of layers into one image. Now you can either do this by selecting several layers, like so, by clicking one, holding shift and clicking the next one that's furthest away. Or you can simply have one group and just do Control E, and that will group it into an image. You can see that it's now all one image. So this is now editable, so I can do things like just rub out certain bits, or add layer styles to it, or onto my next one, invert the colors. So if I'm now got the layer selected, it's all one raster layer. So I'm just going to do Control I to invert the colors. Now this is very useful when you're doing color schemes or trying to find the boundaries of something. Onto my next one, so I've got a list here, are my rulers. Now rulers I use so much. Now they're already here, so I'm just going to do Control R and I'll hide and show them. These are very useful for when you're bringing out guides. What I like to do is to show my next one, I'm going to let me just clear all the guides. I'm going to do Control T, and that will mean I can then resize this. So undo that and do Control T again. So now we've done Control T, we've got these anchor points at each corner and midpoint of it. And I can now bring a guide out to the middle of it, and it will snap to it. This will help me find the middle of the document. There's also undo, of course. Everyone knows the good old-fashioned undo, so I'm just going to do a few mistakes here with a splatter brush, and then I'm just going to do one big one over here to demonstrate something. So I can either do Control Z, which will undo it, but the mistake a lot of people are new to Photoshop make is they keep pressing Control Z, and all that does is toggle on and off the last thing you did, so you can just see how something looks. So do I like it with the splatter or without the splatter? And you can play around. If you want to actually go back several steps, you do Control Alt and then do keep pressing Z. Now I'm going to class Control Alt Z and Control Z as the same command in terms of my list of commands. Moving on to the next one, I've got my my zoom. So I can do hold down Control and use the scroll wheel to zoom in. Oh my god, sorry, that's Alt, not Control, to zoom in and out, and then it's Control and then minus and plus to zoom in and out a bit less accurately. So or you can do Alt and use a scroll wheel on your mouse, or Control and then press the minus and plus buttons on your keyboard. Moving on, I've lost track of how many I've done, so I might accidentally do 9 or 11 by accident. We've got the tab tool, so if you want to print screen design or test a design, you can press the tab button, and that will get rid of your windows at either side to give you a larger working space when you're either painting or need to see something in as large a space as possible. So the next one that I probably use the most, besides showing my rulers, is filling an area with a solid color. So rather than using my paint bucket every time and then just clicking where I want, I like to use marquee tools, or even just if I want to fill the whole area, I choose my background color instead of my foreground color. So let's say I want it to be pink, and then I do Control backspace, and it will fill that area really quickly. So I think it's a bit controller than going and selecting your your bucket tool. Moving on, I started this tutorial with a group. And now I want to group together all my layers into one, so I'm going to select all of them and to do Control G, and that will put them all into one group. So I think that's it for this tutorial. It was, I think I lost track of how many I was doing, so I may have not actually kept to 10. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like below. If you have any suggestions for future tutorials, do leave a comment, and I hope to help you in my upcoming videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.